I'm just getting started on taking off the rear air strut on my E55. If you guys remember in my last video, I did mention that I did have a leaking air strut. It was only staying raised in the highest setting. So not only the regular setting, but then there's a raised setting. So I had to drive the car in that setting for the compressor not to be constantly on. So I finally got the air struts in, and I'm gonna go ahead and tackle the driver rear, and we'll see how far I get with that one. I might do the passenger one as well. If not, it'll be the same procedure. Might not show it in this video, but you guys will get the gist of how to do the other side once I do this one. But yeah, it is looking real low. All the air is out of the airbag clearly. Does look cool, but not drivable, unfortunately. Now the ride height, I'd like it to be at, it's probably right about there, like the front sits right now, which is really nice. So I'll go ahead and jack the car up, put jack stands on both sides, and take the wheel off, start with this side, see how far I get, and then go from there. It is pretty straightforward with the R-knot replacement strut, which I'll show you guys. I have a ton of parts. Here are the air struts. See, I just opened the trunk and the car's trying to air up again. So I'm going to close it before I do any further damage. I'm just going to get some parts out of here. I have a trans mount here somewhere. I've got spark plugs for this thing as well. This is the trans mount, I believe. No, it's the ball joint. This is the trans mount. So another annoying thing that happens is this alarm, the SOS alarm, randomly will go on and off. If you guys know why that is, shoot me a comment down below. Is there a way to disable it? I don't know, but I'll go ahead and let you guys hear this air leak. You guys can probably hear that hissing. So I'll let the air out completely, and once it airs out, I'll go ahead and raise the car. I think it's safe to say that when it comes to the early 2000s Mercedes cars, everyone dreads the Airmatic systems and the ABC systems. Now, it's not that big of an issue when it comes to Airmatic. It's still less expensive than ABC. It's not cheap by any means, but if you're getting one of these cars, then you should know what you're getting. You are getting the comfort of the Airmatic, which is unbeatable, and I do enjoy it very much. So that's why today I'm going to be swapping out my rear airbag. I will not enjoy doing that on the floor without a lift, but hopefully sooner than later I'll have my addition ready and I'll have a lift on the other side. Until then, we got to do what we got to do, and we'll get this thing in the air, and we'll get the air strut fixed with the replacement R-knot. That is going to eliminate the factory strut that has a separate tank, expansion tank that is under the subframe. So we just cut off that hose and just eliminate those. You could leave those in there, or you could take them out. I'm going to leave them in there because I'm not going to be crawling under the car. Maybe when I have a lift I could take them out because they're dead weight. But nevertheless, it's probably going to be a little bit of a hassle doing this, but we'll get it done. So let's go ahead and start raising the car and get to work. Tells you which, here's the air strut, tells you which direction to put it in. The wheel, facing the wheel. You have your connector that you're going to be unplugging. You have your line that's going to be plugged into here. This is just a cap. We got to unthread that and screw this guy in, and this will feed, the line will feed into there, and this guy goes into the top of the chassis of the car, and we'll take the old one out So don't forget about those. We'll put those in here. And this is your replacement unit. So hopefully this will last us for a while, but it does have a warranty on it. I'm not sure what it is from factory. It says right there, warranty void if label removed, so don't remove the label. But let's go ahead and get this installed. All right, so of course my battery died. So what I did is I used a 10mm hex. I used my ratchet, 18mm in the back, and took the bolt out that was in here. There's a washer and a nut in the back. The washer goes in between here and the mounting point, so right there. So I forget to put that back, and then now I'm gonna loosen the strut for more accessibility. So we'll go ahead and put a 16mm on the back here, and all right, go ahead and hammer that guy out. Grab a guide pin to hammer it out. Okay, got that out. That'll give us a little bit more wiggle room. And now we can move on to this guy here. There you have it. I'll go ahead and snip the line over there with the snips. Not the line, but the zip tie. Careful not to slip. There we go. Not too bad. Got that guy. That drops the bag a lot there. With my scissors, that would be the best. All right, we have it cut off. I rotated the fitting right there. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get in there with a wrench and get that off. Wiggle this bag lower, and once I let it sit, I can just use these needle nose to unscrew it. You don't need the special tool. She goes, guys. She's out. The line is here. Go ahead and attach the new pieces onto the line after we clean it. Let's get this bag out of here. Got it. All right. There you have it. Original bag. This one has to be aligned specifically, whereas the new strut, I'll show you guys in a minute. The new strut doesn't. So the leak was where these wear marks are. I've just dropped the tank from the factory air strut. It's 3 bolts, tight to get to, and the cut hose, and this is gone. Go ahead and swap this arm out. Let's take a look here at the new ones. All right, here's the mess of tools. And my camera, of course, died, and both my batteries were dead. So, let me just fill you guys in. I had to pry this, wedge that air spring in there, fasten that clip until it clicks, zip tie that line, pop that line in to the new threaded nut, which I already threaded earlier, into the actual thing. I used this to raise up the sway bar link and get it on there. Now I'm gonna just fasten this down, and I am going to tighten the top here because I loosened it. I'll do that right now. Definitely had the washer here, so I'll go ahead and feed this through here, through there. Drop this down here. Here's our put the Loctite on the back there a little bit. Beep. Beep. It's my Torx bag. Now while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and clean off these calipers. Now I just got to throw the wheel on. We are finished. All right. By hand. Once. All right. This side is done, my friends. Let's move it to the other side. All right. Ride height dialed in. Everything working as intended. So just to recap, we removed the old airbags from the rear driver's side, passenger side, the expansion tanks, and installed new R-knot struts all around. And it looks great.